Hello and welcome to Olivia English Hub. Learn English naturally, speak confidently, and grow every day. Let's begin.
Welcome to Olivia English Hub. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Olivia English Hub. By the end of this episode, you'll finally understand the real difference between much, many, and a lot, and you'll never freeze on this again, whether you're writing an email, chatting with a friend, or speaking in an interview. Let me start with a sentence I hear all the time. I have much homework today. Interesting sentence. Is something wrong with it? Maybe just a little. And if your English feels a bit shaky right now, don't worry. It's not broken. It's just slightly mismatched. Thousands of learners make this exact same mistake every single day, and most of them never even realize it, because the sentence still sounds understandable. But sounding understandable and sounding natural are two very different things, and today we're going to close that gap completely. So let's turn this into a question for all of you watching. What exactly is wrong with, I have much homework today, and how do you fix it? Stay with me. The answer is somewhere in this episode, and I promise you, by the time we reach the end, you'll be able to answer it instantly, without even thinking. So, what are we learning today? Today, I'm taking you shopping. Whoa, shopping, like a grocery store. Exactly that kind of shopping. What does shopping have to do with grammar? Everything. Because in a grocery store, some things you count, and some things you simply measure, and English words for amount work in exactly the same way. English has 3 kinds of baskets. Basket 1, items you count one by one. That's many. Basket 2, things you measure, not count. That's much. Basket 3, the universal bag that fits either basket. That's a lot. Every single noun in English fits into one of these 3 baskets. No exceptions. No extra rules, no long grammar tables to memorize. And that's actually a relief to hear, isn't it? Because most textbooks make this feel far more complicated than it needs to be. Here's how most learners get this wrong. They grab the wrong basket for the noun, just like in that sentence I showed you a moment ago. Today, that confusion ends completely in the next few minutes. Let's start with basket 1. Many is for countable nouns. Things you can actually number, one by one. 1 apple, 2 apples, 3 apples. You can literally point at them and count. Many books, many people. Many students attended the class. Pure countable, nothing measured, nothing vague. It works exactly the same, no matter who you're talking about. She has many friends. They own many houses. We visited many cities last year. Just numbers, waiting patiently to be counted, and many works beautifully in questions too. How many chairs do we need for the meeting? How many days are left until the exam? Whenever you can literally answer with a number, many is almost always your safest choice. Now, let me crash this on purpose, so the mistake becomes crystal clear in your mind. I drank many water this morning. Whoa. Careful. Water can't be counted one by one. You can't say 1 water, 2 waters in a normal sentence, so water and many simply don't belong together. Only countable nouns are allowed inside this basket. Here's a quick check for you. Is many advice countable or measured? Take a second and think about it. It's actually measured because you can't say 1 advice, 2 advices. Advice quietly slips into a completely different basket, which we're about to explore right now. Basket 2, things you measure, not count. We call it much. This is the uncountable basket. No individual units, only a whole amount, like liquid poured into a container. Think of water in a bottle. You don't count water 1 droplet at a time. You measure the whole amount together. The same logic applies to time, money, information, sugar, air, advice, traffic, patience, and homework. I don't have much time today. Real measurement, real basket too. Nothing counted individually. Here's something most courses never explain clearly. Much feels most natural specifically in questions and negative sentences. How much does this cost? I don't have much patience left. There isn't much traffic this morning. The same rule applies no matter who you're talking about. She doesn't have much patience. They don't need much help. He doesn't get much sleep. No counting anywhere, just a general amount. Now, remember that mistake from the very beginning. Much homework. Let's actually check it properly. Homework is uncountable, so it genuinely belongs in this basket, which means the noun choice wasn't technically wrong at all. But hold on, because there's a very natural, everyday twist coming a little later in this episode, and it changes everything about how that sentence actually sounds to a native speaker. Let me crash one more example for you, just to lock this in. I met much people yesterday. Whoa, careful. People is not measured, it's counted, one person at a time. People belongs firmly in basket 1, not basket 2. One final practice example. We don't have much sugar left in the kitchen. Real amount, real basket 2. Uncountable nouns, measured amounts. That's the entire idea behind much, and once you see it, you'll never forget it. Basket 3, the universal bag that fits either basket. What goes inside it? Honestly, almost anything, whether it's countable or uncountable, it doesn't matter at all. And that's exactly what a lot of means. A lot genuinely doesn't care whether the noun is countable or not. A lot of books and a lot of water both work perfectly, side by side, with zero confusion. A lot of friends, a lot of money, a lot of homework, a lot of chairs. It is completely, effortlessly flexible, and that flexibility is exactly why it's so popular. And here's the part most learners are never actually told. A lot of is where native English speakers genuinely live the most, especially in normal, relaxed, everyday positive sentences. It shows up far more often than much or many in casual conversation. Do you have a lot of experience in this field? We had a lot of fun at the party. You're simply grabbing the universal bag without ever worrying which basket the noun technically belongs to. Let me crash this one too, so you see the boundary clearly. I have a lot much time. Whoa, careful. You cannot stack two amount words together like that. You choose one basket at a time, never two at once. So the correct version is either I have a lot of time or I don't have much time. Pick one and never combine them. Quick check for you. She eats a lot of vegetables every day. Which basket does this belong to? Vegetables are countable, but a lot of still fits perfectly here because it's the universal bag that welcomes both sides. That's basket 3 in real, everyday action. Now, the single most important rule of this entire lesson. Ask yourself just one question. Can I count it one by one? If yes, you're almost certainly in many's territory. If no, you're in much's territory. And if you simply don't want to think about it at all, a lot of will almost always rescue you, especially in a normal positive sentence. Let's go back to my very first sentence. I have much homework today. Homework is uncountable, so the noun choice was fine all along, but much sounds noticeably formal and stiff inside a plain, everyday positive sentence like this one. The natural, relaxed, everyday fix is, I have a lot of homework today. You'd only keep much homework in something more formal, like a written report, an academic essay, or a professional email. Both versions are technically correct. They simply belong to different situations, different tones, and different levels of formality. And that's exactly why so many learners get stuck here. They assume much simply means a big amount, full stop, without ever noticing the sentence type quietly shaping which word actually sounds natural. Let's test this golden rule a few more times, quickly, back to back. She doesn't have blank money. This is a negative sentence with an uncountable noun. So the natural answer is much. He has blank close friends. This is a positive statement with a countable noun. So the natural, everyday answer is a lot of close friends. They need blank information before the trip. Information is uncountable, and this sits naturally as a question. So how much information do they need? One final bonus round. We don't have blank time left. The answer is much. Negative sentence, uncountable noun, textbook perfect, countable, uncountable, universal. Got it completely? Let's make it even more real. Here's the most powerful trick of all. The exact same day, told 3 completely different ways, using all 3 baskets naturally. Many version, I answered many emails today. Basket 1, countable, easily numbered. Much version, I didn't get much sleep last night. Basket 2, measured, no individual units. A lot version, I have a lot of work left this week. Basket 3, universal, effortless, and natural. Same single day, 3 completely different baskets, and all 3 sound perfectly correct. Now let's put everything together inside one natural, everyday scenario, the way real conversations actually sound. Imagine someone talking about their exam preparation. I have a lot of pressure right now, honestly. I don't have much time left, maybe 2 days. There are only 3 chapters left, but they have a lot of new vocabulary. I don't have much worry left, actually. I feel ready. Notice something important here. All 3 baskets appeared naturally inside one short, casual conversation without anyone consciously thinking about grammar rules while speaking. That's the real, final goal of this entire lesson. Quick recap before we finish. Rule 1. Many is for countable nouns you can number one by one. Rule 2. Much is for uncountable nouns you can only measure as a whole. Rule 3. A lot of fits both sides comfortably and feels the most natural in everyday relaxed positive sentences. Rule 4. Much and many actually suit questions and negative sentences more comfortably than plain positive statements. You just mastered the entire shopping system behind English amounts. Remember the question from the very start of this episode? What was wrong with, I have much homework today? The noun itself was actually correct, but a lot of would sound far more natural, relaxed, and native-like here, especially in everyday conversation with friends, family, or coworkers. Time for some homework, everyone watching. Try it yourself. Fix this sentence. I have much friends in this city. Write your fixed version in the comments below, and I promise I'll read as many of them as I possibly can. If this lesson genuinely helped you understand something you've been confused about for years, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps more learners like you discover these lessons, and it helps this channel keep growing so we can keep making free content like this. Next time, another surprise topic is waiting for you, and trust me, it's gonna fix another mistake you probably didn't even know you were making. Thank you all so much for learning with us today. See you next time. Bye bye.